see why I had to look it up, and then you can see why I got tempted, and then you can see why it's now in the list. And it was just from the title. And then I obviously couldn't see the first photo at all because yellow on a white background. What are you people thinking?
Hello, Internet. We're talking about the squirrel pattern, which is an absolutely adorable sweater with a lace yoke.
Super cute. So I
love
opened
this
up
pink
the
speckly version. I would never wear it, but I love the look.
Stuff, but I was just like super cute. So I was like, okay, that needs to go on the list. Mostly because of the title, but also because that is absolutely a Jocelyn kind of cardigan
for
situation.
The easily distracted. Oh my gosh, I want to favorite that just purely based on the title. Like I have no desire to make this.
I mean, I do because, well, you know my style of dress. That absolutely suits my style of dress.
Oh, it absolutely does. It's extremely you.
Yeah. It's extremely me. Yeah. And also,
that title,
I am easily distracted. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's got to happen now. All right, awesome. Ooh, how is it already Sunday? How is it already, like, almost the end of the month?
I can, we request for links, so let me look that up.
Sure, I'll go through an intro. Guys, we're going to do some WIP sprints. We're doing them a little early this month because next weekend, Diana is off competing at the dancing of the things.
In fact, so I'll be in Ottawa doing all the dancey things. So much dancey things.
So much dancey things. So we're doing WIP sprints a little early this month just because, you know, she's going to be busy. She's going to be busy and we want her focused on her competition because she needs that point.
I want my point. Ultimately, I want 5 points, but I'll be happy if I get 1.
Let's start with 1, and then we'll work our way to 5.
If I magically came in first place, I would get like 8 points. But it's not going to happen. If I come 10th, I get 1 point.
Okay, we're aiming for 1 point. I feel like aiming for first when you haven't ranked yet seems a little ambitious, but aiming to rank.
I haven't competed in this category before, so like if I get 1 point, I'm doing really well.
Let's do that. Yeah,
I expect not to get any points.
That's totally fair.
But that's okay.
You got to start at the bottom and then work your way up. That's how that works.
Started at the bottom. Now we're here.
Pretty much, yeah. So we're going to do 3 rounds of 25-minute sprints. We're going to work on whatever project it is, happens to be at hand, you're in the mood for, and or would just like to do.
Smoothie.
Because reasons. Diana has her smoothie. I have a cup of cold green tea. I happen to like cold green tea. So it's a beverage I like. I like it better than plain water when I'm thirsty because it's like gives you a little bit of flavor. No sugar or anything, but you get that flavor. I don't like cucumber water. Don't suggest it. I don't like it. But I do like cold mint water. But let's be honest, I will just pick up, clean off, and chew mint leaves. So I'm not normal.
I don't think there's probably quite a few people that would do that.
Oh, I love just chewing on a fresh thing of mint. So good. I'll do it when I'm baking and cooking with mint. The mint leaves just goes in my face and I just chew on it while I'm working.
Yeah, why not?
I have several options in front of me. I'm sure Diana does as well. Though I don't know if you've set up your timer and stuff. Or said hi to everyone in chat. That definitely hasn't happened.
I have set up the timer. I have not started it. I have
that's good.
Several feet of yarn tangled in this project because I've picked it up in a hot minute. My first project is going to be working on that mystery pattern.
Ooh.
I put it down for a bit in favor of WIP sprints and being confused at the pattern. So I'm going to pick that up again.
I put it down so that I could be confused.
Tracy says your mint leaves are normal. But yeah, it's that mystery thing with the stripies and the pattern that I think maybe is a sock knit flat.
I don't know, but you're making progress. That's the important part. And then I saw Susanna's post from yesterday about the West knits pattern.
Yeah, the brioche.
The brioche shawl wrap situation.
Let's
call it what it is.
A blanket?
It's a fatter version of the Doctor Who scarf.
It's long like the Doctor. It is a scarf.
It's long like the Doctor Who. It's a scarf.
It's more chevrony and brioche though than the Doctor Who scarf.
2,000-3,000 yards worth of yarn. Like
that's more than a sweater.
It's huge. Yeah,
That's a
it's
blanket.
huge.
That is a blanket.
But
That is a socially acceptable blanket.
It is a socially acceptable blanket. Chevrons aren't hard. Brioche is quite freaking relaxing once you get into the groove of it. And if I stay the F away from mohair because it's awful, it would be fine. But it would use up a lot of single one skein, like because he works the math out for you in the description that you get before you even paid for the pattern. So I can't imagine he doesn't do less math in the pattern. So like sitting down and figuring out.
I remember what it was called. I'll post a link.
Called? Yes.
I don't know.
Spelled?
I'll just look up Stephen West and get his most recent pattern.
Brio something. I can't spell worth a darn.
No.
Why would we let me do anything?
The Brio Ripple Wrap? Was that it?
It's literally in pattern links.
There we go. Yes, but Discord is the screen that I'm showing right now, so I can't.
Can't fiddle around with it.
It is the Brio Ripple Wrap. I'll post it.
Okay, thank you. Keep forgetting your screen's the ones that's showing because my brain's like, I just flipped to the pattern. It's totally fine.
I can't. That's the screen everybody can see, and then they can't see us. Anyway, hello in chat.
I've got to favorite it. I've got. Keep going.
Susanna, Donna, Tracy, Asa. I think that's everybody. Lisa, hello. Yes, I think I got all the names now. Hello, welcome in. We're doing sprints today.
I think I got all the names now. Good way to phrase that.
Also had lunch with a friend today, and then ice cream in the sun. Glorious. I want ice cream in the sun. We're supposed to get 4 centimeters of snow tomorrow.
We're a far more reasonable temperature for the end of March here. Instead of +7, it's -14. That's much better.
That's I don't want it. I want spring.
Yeah, you've had a lot of snow this year.
The crocuses are trying to crocus, and the weather's just not being cooperative.
Anybody who tries to grow anything in this province before May long weekend on the outside is a crazy person.
The crocuses are already in the ground. This is when they decided to come up.
Yeah, well, yes, but you're in southern Ontario. You guys are actually farther south.
By a surprising amount. I'm always shocked when I look at a map. We're on par with Northern California.
You're farther south than me.
I know, by a lot. Like, it's surprising.
By a lot.
It's like, oh, that's why they grow wine in Niagara. It's literally the same latitude as Northern California, where they grow all the wine. Grow all the grapes to make the wine. They just grow wine bottles on vines. That's how that works, right?
Wine bottles on vines? Yeah. Absolutely. That is entirely how it works. They just grow the wine. I used to work at a home beer and winemaking store. I can verify that as fact. You would not make your own wine. It's too much work. You wouldn't do it.
Well, I mean, I kind of... No. There is a shop where you can pay someone to babysit your batch of wine and then you come bottle it in a couple of months.
That's not doing the work. That's pretending you make your own wine. You've paid somebody else to do the work.
Yeah, and then you bottle it. The bottling is the only actual work that you do. But we did that once.
That's not making your own wine. That's
we had wine for like 3
for.
years because we just
you don't drink wine.
We don't drink much wine. We gave away at least a third of it.
Yeah. No. I worked at a home beer wine store. It is a crap ton of work. Both of them. So much work. So much cleaning.
I might do a kit one day.
Okay, have fun with that. I'm never helping.
That's fine. You don't live here, so that's fine.
I still drank, maybe, because they make really nice fruit wine kits. And their port is really good. The kit port is really good. But I don't drink wine anymore, so...
I'm not big on port. I would be more inclined to do mead.
No, mead you just do with a bunch of honey, in which case just get to actually get up and go to the locals farmer market in the morning.
Yeah.
And meet a honey person and have a honey dude. And buy straight from them. Same process, longer fermentation cycle, but same process.
Yeah, of all the fermentable things, I would be most inclined to try mead.
Mead's quite tasty. I quite enjoy it. I want to try black mead at one point.
Ooh,
and I know a honey dude, and I've been talking with him. I sent him a couple of historical recipes, and he's like, we might struggle.
People. I don't know if they're dudes. People that sell honey.
you've got guys that you game with that are also beekeepers?
Well, no, there's people at the farmer's market that sell honey. I don't personally know. I don't have a personal connection to honey people.
Dude. I know a guy. Like, literally a guy.
If you need maple syrup, I know a guy.
I do not know a guy for maple syrup, but I do know a dude
I have
for
a maple
honey.
syrup guy.
His daughter likes my snacks. I know a guy.
That just sounds like a euphemism.
I know it does,
like
but it's not
or something.
It's really not. It's his daughter likes my lemon squares. I sent him the recipe because she asked for him. There's no euphemism involved.
Sorry,
good.
catching up on chat. Nikki was saying I used to make my own wine. It's not a lot of work. Most of the work, honestly, is bottling it. Yeah, it seems like a lot of babysitting. A lot of setup and a lot of like bottling and cleanup, but the actual like fermentation process is like check on it sometimes. When it's doing
something, you check on it once a day, twice a day, that's it. But no, I absolutely not. I'd rather buy the bottle from the store. Absolutely not.
If for all that I drink, yeah. It'd be a fun experiment to try one day.
Hard apple cider, mead, that stuff I try. You know, I'm going to tell you no right now. I can't get you to get a sweater done after 3 freaking deadlines have come and gone. When you can get your sweater done on time.
You're not here, you can't stop me.
Then we will talk about failing along and trying mead. When you order the mordant so you can die, which is something you said you're going to do for years. You don't even have to get out of your chair to do it. You're literally at the screen where you could do it in like less than 5 minutes.
Have I done it yet? Nope.
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 She's not making wine, guys. Don't even believe these fallacies coming out of her face. It's not happening.
I suppose I should start this timer, hey?
Oh, yeah, probably. I should be working on a thing.
All right. Where's the button? What are you working on for this sprint?
My beetle mood snood.
Nice. I've got that mystery pattern.
How far will I get? I don't know. I'm almost to the point where I need to wind more yarn, so... we're going to go till we run out of yarn, and if we run out of yarn before we run out of 25 minutes, then I will, something, because I've got a couple things that I'm not working on anymore, so they got to go.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Sprint.
Begin time.
Also was saying, I think Oslo is further north than Winnipeg, but we have benefits from the Gulf Stream and the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, well, you're coastal, so you're just going to have more mellow weather.
Yes. Yeah. No, I'm in the middle of a giant, ancient lake. And we've cut down all the trees severely, so it's just straight wind and a flat plane. She picks up a lot of speed. And she comes from everywhere. North, south, east, west, all the directions in between.
Knit across. Okay, I can do that.
You can knit across? That's good to know. Oh, I forgot to put new Band-Aids on. Guys, I might have to abandon the screen and go get Band-Aids. I might have to... Whoopsie daisies, come here. Whoopsie daisies. Punch the microphone. That works well. Oh, goodness.
Nikki was saying, you said, about the wine. You set it up and forget it for a while. You might check on it every now and then. If you never did it before, but I used to set a date on the calendar so I don't forget to bottle it. Yeah, fair. I even have a wine cellar in this house.
You don't drink wine.
I know.
Now, if you told me you guys were going to get into craft beer making, that makes more sense. Chris drinks beer.
Yeah, he does.
Does he still have that obscenely ridiculous empty beer bottle collection?
It's been pared down significantly to what would fit on the shelf. But honestly, it fits with the decor so well. So it got pared down to the fanciest cans. And bottles. And it honestly, it looks pretty good.
I'm the wrong human to ask. It's a collection of empty beer cans.
Yeah. Artful empty beer cans.
It's still a beer can.
Also says, I would rather have a whiskey distillery than do wine production.
Yeah, see, now if she told me she was going to get into spirit making and go like take a class on making scotch or whiskey, that I would believe.
Well, see, I'd take a class, but like, I don't drink that much. For all that I'm talking about it, I truly do not drink very much.
You really don't.
I buy a bottle of whiskey and it lasts like most of a year.
Yeah, you're not a drinker. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. I've injured my finger. I think I burnt myself on the grilled cheese yesterday, so I'm gonna go get band-aids. I'll be back. I thought it was okay and we were past the worst of it, but the answer to that question is no, we're not.
Oh, Tracy's got to go. Life happens.
Yeah.
In fact, it does.
I'm glad you're able to stop in at all, especially if you've got life going.
Life's along. Also says about a bottle of whiskey in August 2023 and it's hardly touched. I drink it a little faster than that, but yeah. I think a bottle usually lasts around like 8-9 months.
Okay, I'll be back. Maybe if I can get out. We'll see.
We'll see. Okay. Row 29 with B, which is the main color for some reason. Oh, get. Hang on, I don't think we need to wrap quite that much. There we go. I think that'll do. Purl across the row.
Oh.
Also says we're talking about doing a weekend cruise later this year, and I might buy another bottle, or maybe I will be crazy and finish some other spirits. Finishing things. I don't know. I don't think that's what we do here.
I mean, I'm ripping some stuff up, so technically it's a finish. It won't exist anymore.
It's finished in the sense that it's off the needles?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, let's bandage the 2 fingers that are giving me grief. And then crafting.
Did you burn yourself on a grilled cheese?
I don't know. It's the only thing I can guess for what's going on. That or have a really... So I've either burnt myself, because I've definitely got a blister forming on my thumb. But I'm not entirely sure what I did to my middle finger. But it's definitely exhibiting similar pain receptoring issues. Struggling with heat, sore and tender to the touch, doesn't like to be rubbed in any way, shape, or form. But no blisters formed yet, so I'm not entirely sure. And the blister on my thumb is a baby blister, so it's not ready to be popped yet either. But it's definitely aggravating when I try to do things. So I did something, and the only heat stuff I dealt with was the grilled cheese sandwich and boiled potatoes. So I either burnt myself on grilled cheese or I burnt myself on boiled potatoes. One of the two happened.
I love how you have no idea which.
I don't know. But I did my middle finger and my thumb real good. Also means I have no idea how I'm going to cook today because
yarn control.
Super sensitive. Oh yeah, because it's right where my yarn rubs over. Hence why I had to go get Band-Aids so that I was protecting myself. I haven't figured out how I'm going to cook heated things yet today. That's the problem to deal with after this. One step at a time, because we do not like hot anything right now. The shower this morning was interesting. As in, I swore a lot. It's fine. It'll be gone in a day or two. It's no biggie deal.
And he was saying we did not drink a lot before, but since we had Marvel and she has seizures, we stay sober all the time because we may need to bring her to an emergency room, etc. And we're happy to an adult like this, lol. Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
I've found over the years that socially we've just put too much emphasis on booze.
Yeah.
And the farther I walked away from it, the more I realized just how bad it was. I don't regret leaving it behind.
It depends on the crowd that you're with, but yeah, there can be some not good pressure. I prefer it as an option rather than a requirement, and that seems to be the group of people that I'm currently friends with. There's a non-zero, non, I don't know. There's a statistically significant portion of people of the group of friends I currently hang out with that don't drink for various reasons. So like, we'll go out to a place where you can get drinks, but also you can get non-drink or non-alcohol drinks as well. And yeah, it's just not even a thing.
Oops, I believe I just crocheted a hair into this. Oh well.
Okay, and then with B, stop being twisted.
There we go.
As I try and read the pattern around my microphone, I'll just move the pattern. How about that? That makes more sense. With B,
I was like, don't you have two screens?
First and second rows. I do, but the pattern just, I don't know. I put it in the middle of my desk, which is now blocked by the microphone.
Okay, yeah, fair.
With B, repeat first and second rows twice.
Okay. Oh, I need to finish editing this week's podcast today. Okay, that's not.
Oh wait, first row. Repeat first and second rows, which is knit. Silence as we concentrate. Okay. Repeat first and second rows twice and first row once, and then repeat row 17 and 18, and then 15, 16, 17, 18.
Well, I've taken to our idea of challenge racing on the Stardew Valley farms and starting a new farm to heart, and I'm currently creating a epic list of doom to pick from so that we could make a bingo card style challenge.
Oh,
so there's small goals and big goals, and then the first one to bingo or first one to full card wins, and we race.
Okay.
But I'm not entirely sure how everybody would feel about me just randomly listing off some of the things I've put on this bingo card challenge situational thought I had. Some will be easier, some will be harder.
I imagine finish the community centers on there.
Oh yeah, that's low-hanging fruit. Unlocking Ginger Island, movie theater, repairing the movie theater, reaching level 100 in the skull mines. Getting married, fulfilling all the raccoon's requests, helping out the trash bear. It's the bear that hangs out in the forest that wants things. All sorts of things. Like be at 8 hearts with all people. That's a pretty big one. But I left off like complete cook, like I left off all the fish or all the cooking recipes or all the, so like the collection bins and stuff.
Oh, you don't want to collect all the things?
Do you want to do that much fishing?
No.
No. But I did put like a fully decorated, an expanded house, and then in brackets that matches the theme of your farmer and your marriage spouse.
That's a little subjective.
Yes. But if you're going to tell me that you married Shane, but you don't have blue chickens, or at least some sort of pizza vibe situation going on, like Sebastian's house, when I married Sebastian, I made a gaming room in the basement.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Elliot, it's a huge library. I mean, huge library for Elliot. Because again, that just made sense. Emily, obviously, a sewing room with mannequins.
Mm-hmm.
And a bookcase for your sewing patterns and stuff. And an extra dresser to store all of your things.
Susanna wants to know why getting married.
Mostly because it's just a thing that you do anyway.
Yeah. It's a Stardew event.
It's a Stardew event. So it just sort of makes the list. But I stayed away from like perfection runs because that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Too much effort.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. But I'm almost like, maybe I put in things like succeed at a desert festival thing. I don't know. The idea is to make an obscenely long list so that way we can cherry pick the things we want. Like maybe we don't do perfection, but we want the museum completed.
Pieces of perfection.
Yeah.
Is the time in terms of race, would that be game time or like real life time spent playing?
Game time.
Okay.
Because we would only play with each other, right? So like we would only be working on it when we're with each other. So it would be whatever game time it takes us to reach that square. It also means we could focus on different things that suit how we want to ramp up. Since there's no one way to play Stardew, there's no one way to get through Stardew, and you can keep playing after you finish perfection. It's just fun to play. Maybe we put in collect all the hats as a challenge, and our goal is to collect all the hats.
Oh, I would collect all the hats.
See, like, there's a bunch of different things that we could do. So without even modding, like if we mod things, the shit gets weird. And you and I can mod things because we're both on the computer. So like, do we do it, but do we get the mod so we have more marriage candidates? Like, do we open that up? Do we have the ability to romance Gus and Willie and the witch? Like, do we want those options?
Oh, I think that'd be good. Because I feel like the current options are young, some of them, and I feel weird about it.
Except for Harvey.
Yeah.
Except for Harvey, yeah. They're quite young, and that's fine. It's what the game is written as. So like, okay, so maybe we look at doing some mods and go take a look to see what they've got for different mod situations, and we pull up some challenges from that. So like maybe we do the cooking one as one of the squares, but we've got the expanded cookbook situation. So we've got an additional 41 cooking recipes of absurdness to do.
Oh my God. So
many.
Like
there's options. There's options. We can open up different types of grass, different types of plants, different challenges. We can remix the mines so the mines are different every time. Yeah. There's lots of choices. So I'm going to make up a big old list and then we'll have to narrow it down from there. But I figure step one is making like a ginormous list. Also means we can play with the skin colors and stuff. So like we can have different colored fonts, different colored characters. Yes, I would get the witchy theme so my cat could be dressed as a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Cat
I'd be
costume,
curious about
so.
starting on a farm where monsters spawn.
Yeah, like there's different farms. So. Lots of options. You could even make everybody's face Pam if you wanted. I don't know why you would, but you could. I wouldn't.
That's it? That's the whole mod, just everybody's Pam.
Everybody's face is Pam. Even the horse. It's all Pam.
I don't like it.
Neither do I, so I'd never do it. But it's an option.
Why is the horse Pam?
I don't know, but it's really creepy. So I'm like, no, I'll pass. Thank you. Oh, so good.
Also, it's just, why?
No one knows.
Because somebody thought it would be funny. I think because somebody wanted to elicit this reaction in as many people as possible.
Yep. Oh, I suspect as much, but there's like a mega farm one I've watched where one guy's got it, but the farm is so big he actually has to use a tractor. So you hear and see this tractor doing its thing to collect crops because it's just the farm is so bloody big. Like, also no. Maybe we do a remixed community center. Maybe we do a different type of community center where I don't know what's in the bundles because they're all new bundles to me.
I feel like that might be a good idea, just making, because you already know what's in all the bundles, so I'm sure you have a notion of how to do that quickly, whereas I'm like, I have no idea what's in the bundles, so it's still all new to me, regardless of whether it's remixed or not.
Yeah. So, like, we can definitely level the playing field that way. Because there's definitely, I'd pick some challenges that I know that are harder for me because I just, no matter how much I know, I can't go fast enough. Whereas you can go faster.
But I don't know the things.
But you don't know the things. So it's just, again, it's like everything else. It's just finding that balance, right? And I figure, whatever, I can balance out and create knitting challenges that are equally challenging to us, even though we have different knitting speeds and different hobby times. I'm sure I can do it for this. And of course, we'd be in voice chat talking at each other, which means trying to distract each other without getting distracted. And asking questions back and forth.
Also says, I follow one on Twitch. He has a challenge for all stackable things in Stardew, and he needs a certain amount of 999 stacks for different things.
Yeah, I've seen that one. My brain's like, oh, that is so many leaks. That's so many leaks. Like, imagine if you did that with foraging. Oh my god, you'd be making so many seasonal seed bundles.
Just the whole farm is seasonal seeds.
Well, because you get your seasonal seeds, then you make more seasonal seeds, but they grow the stuff you can forage. And if you're collecting 999 of everything, that's a lot of seasonal seeds.
So many.
That seems a little grindy. I don't think so.
No. That's maybe a thing to go for, like, after perfection, if you need your own goals.
Yeah. Maybe we do something simpler, like get to the forge and forge a weapon.
There's a forge?
Level 10 of the volcano mines, there's a forge. Oh. And if you have a number of cinder shards with you, and I think prismatic shards, at a weapon, you forge and you randomly get something even better than the galaxy sword.
Okay.
So ideally you go with a sword and spare, like a spare sword with you, or a spare club with you, because you could get potentially the Crusader sword, and the Crusader sword outright kills the mummies in the Skull Caverns.
Glorious.
Or you take the components needed to make some combo rings, and maybe you make yourself your own hot mocha napalm ring. So not only do you have a permanent speed bonus, your enemies also blow up when they die.
Nice.
So, yes, there's a forge. There's things you can do still. There's lots to do in the game. It's just easy to get lost.
Since I watched, but last time he was in year 88.
Yeah. It's collecting 999 of things. It's grindy.
That's too grindy.
It's not my cup of tea. Oh, we could get the mod where we can have 4 ring slots.
I would enjoy that mod.
There's some really nice mods. We get the mod where we auto fish. Can we get the mod where we auto fish?
Yes.
Can we do that? Can we just take fishing off the agenda?
We can definitely add some quality of life mods.
Can we add some quality of life mods?
Absolutely.
I want to be able to change the colors of things. I want to be able to just not have to fish. I have fished for over 1,000 hours manually in that game. I have earned the right to auto fish. I have earned it.
I believe you, yes.
I have earned this right. But no, there's a lot of stuff we can still do with Stardew. We're just going to have to tailor it to suit us.
I like this plan.
You could choose your partner to be Krobus and have Krobus move in with you. You don't marry him, but he becomes your mate. And then you could decorate your house so you and Krobus have the right vibe.
What is the Krobus vibe?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I've never done it. Also, apparently, I just learned, over 1,000 hours, I'm just learning things. Apparently, you can put a staircase in Mayor Lewis's, I think it's his bedroom, and it goes to the basement. So I'm going to have to look up that Easter egg, because there's tons of Easter eggs I've never done. I did the one where you date everybody, and then you go to the tavern, and then everybody finds out you're dating everybody, and everybody's mad at you for like a week. Because you're a cheater. You're a cheater. It was so good. So good. You did the one where you put this golden statue in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
Of course you did. So they're fun. But I like the idea of opening up for more marriage candidates, more ring slots, auto fishing. It's like quality of life fun stuff. And if we make the goals generic enough, then it's not going to matter what specific mods we choose to play with.
Yeah.
Community remix, like a new community center idea makes sense. Like maybe I still do the witchy bog thing and I run around making spells and potions because who I want to marry is Remodius' ex-wife. I want to marry the wizard's ex. But you don't have to if you don't want to.
Beep. It is break time. I'm going to finish this row.
Oh, I just started a row, so that's not going to happen. I'm going to finish the stitch, though. I didn't do too bad. I did about like two and a half rows. I started mid-rows. I'm not entirely sure.
I have finished one more paragraph of this pattern.
Oh, good. But as you can tell, they're not short rows.
No. I believe I have 6 rows left, and then I'm done the 42 rows that complete one set of stripes.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let's do this. We're almost out of... Like, I'm going to have to wind up some more boucle, but I'm almost out of the Sparkle 29 that I'm using. I think I'm going to go back to the tweed when I'm done, and then I'll just use up all the tweed, and whatever length it is when it's finished, that's the length it is. I think that might be my best bet.
Yeah, we did a few more rows that are currently rolled up. There we go. Woo, a few more rows.
It all counts.
It's still a rectangle. Still a rectangle. And that's all it's gonna be.
I'm
gonna put a sticky note on here so I remember what part I'm at.
Yeah.
It wants me to do row 17 and 18 again. What are those?
That's good. And that way you know what's going on.
Purl across with A and then purl across with B.
I think I'm gonna rip for the next WIP because I've got a project that I'm not working on anymore. So it's been long enough, it's gotta go.
There we go.
I no longer wish to work on it anymore. I wish to make the yarn into something else.
Also says I want to marry Linus or the Wizard or Marnie.
Yeah. Like I want other options. Yeah. I don't think I'd ever marry Linus, but that's fair. The Wizard, maybe. No, I'm not. Maybe the Adventure Guild guy. Marvin? Marlin?
Oh, yeah,
Marvin?
yeah.
I'd marry him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we have to go. Like there's tons of mods. We just got to go look and pick ones we like. But I think that'd be a good idea.
I like this plan.
Okay. Good. We have a plan then. Oh. I have so much video editing still to do today. Gross. Gross.
Marlin is the
Marlin?
Adventurers Guild guy. He's cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's not nearly as creepy as the dude on the beach you buy the wedding pendant from.
Right. Let's see. Are we feeling garter stitch corner to corner blanket?
Okay.
Or vest squares? Purple vest squares, so I don't spoil how the stained glass vest squares went.
Purple vest squares. Because I'd like to see you try to keep track of chat and do a complicated square.
You're so mean to me. Ow.
You gave it to me as an option.
Okay, you're in the way. Go down there.
Yeah. No, you're not what I want.
I mean, I guess it's minor spoilers about vest squares. If I'm doing purple vest squares, that means I'm probably not ripping the other squares. You never know. You never know. Maybe I have to rip it out and start over. Maybe I'm just really determined and this is me starting over with a new color.
Possible. What are you?
Where's the end of this? Where is the end of this? This is terrible.
Where is the end of this?
Where? How? Okay, that'll do.
What is life?
We don't
get existential here, shall we? And there. I started a floor rug in a spree of cast on after Christmas, but I'm not working on it. It's because I have to remember that I don't enjoy circular floor rug patterns that, while the increases are correct, the rows get too long.
And
I put it down and I never go back to it. So we're going to rip it. And if I get time, I'm going to cast on a better for me floor rug idea. Because I want
something a little more rectangular, maybe?
Yeah, I'm thinking where I can keep track of the rows better. That's what I'm thinking.
What's everybody else working on?
Oh, that's a good question.
Mostly because I want to give my wrists a break for a moment.
Oh, assuming we haven't started yet.
No, we have not. We're still on break time for a few minutes.
Excellent. Stretch, do the things. Oh, Erin dropped off the sweater quantity of that silk merino blend.
And is it glorious?
It feels so good, and even better, we both agree that even though I picked Is It Navy or Is It Black, which is a very sort of classic colorway, was the right choice. It was the right choice. I'm going to do a classic fitted cardigan with like ivory buttons.
Oh, that's going to be pretty.
So cute. It'll be so cute. Yeah, I was like, no,
fully
no regrets.
endorse.
None. No regret. So that's happening.
Nikki's making a cake for Marvel. That is a good thing to be working on. I endorse this.
It is. Cake is always good. Ouch. Why must you tell me things repetitively? Tis unnecessary, phone.
Susanna's working on a zigzag knit throw for a baby that's now 3 months old.
Ooh, lovely.
Alice is working on a test knit blanket. The lace blanket is not an option since I need the pattern most of the time. It's not easy to memorize. Fair.
That is fair.
I could knit on my socks, but I don't want to. Fair.
Should have seen me. I was cleaning yesterday. Yes, we're ripping while I talk. I have to wind 2 strands of yarn into separate balls.
Is it time to start? It's probably time to start. I didn't put a break timer on, but it's fine. It's probably enough time. One more stretch and then I'll start the timer. Oh, that's quite a lot of rip.
It is, but I'm not working on it.
Yeah.
And it's not getting done.
All right. 3, 2, 1, start.
I have begun.
I've actually done this square. The pattern isn't too bad for these Reverie Vest squares. The pattern is the Willow square. But at least for the first few rows, I absolutely have it memorized.
Oh, that's good. Well, I've been thinking about that idea of maybe changing up the Granny Square project I'm working on in April, just to get myself a break from blankets.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure yet. I mean, obviously March isn't over, so I've got some time to continue to think about it. And I talk about it on the podcast coming out on Wednesday, so don't worry. There will be an opportunity to give me your opinion.
And then for the last one, we'll work on the corner-to-corner blanket.
There we go.
I wasn't going to work on the vest because maybe spoilers, but I just really want to. I also want to see how it looks in the solid purple.
You either made it and you're continuing on, or you didn't make it and you're just starting with a different color to assuage your feelings about it.
Both of these
or you got really close and I gave you a pass because you've given me a pass, but we got options.
There are choices.
There are choices. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, fabric band-aid. You're just not doing so well today. I got to do my prep work for our Experimental Tuesday post today. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I did not. Though I did get to try Aaron off. Aaron's dad found his mother, so her grandmother's, fake sourdough rye bread recipe.
Okay.
Which Aaron had to try. And oh my god, it was super tasty. She brought some bread and some fake cheese over and made grilled cheese sandwiches for us yesterday.
Ah, hence the grilled cheese sandwiches.
Hence the grilled cheese sandwiches. So that was great. And I ate 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, which tells you how good this bread was, because grilled cheese sandwiches are not my favorite. I'll eat them, but they're not my favorite. I really like this bread recipe. She wants to double check her numbers and make it one more time before she gives me the ingredients list and stuff, but I'm going to forward it to you because it tastes like sourdough, but it's not. There's no sourdough starter.
So you don't have to do the whole sourdough thing or wait for it to rise for like 14 hours.
There's no caring for a sourdough starter.
Nifty.
Now, I mean, there's a long wait cycle, but there's no caring for anything. And I'm like, I can do a long wait cycle. I just don't want to have to care for a sourdough starter. I just don't. I'm committed. I can't move. Got this wonderful pile of yarn, and if I shift, we're screwed.
Tangles for days.
Mm-hmm. It's not like I haven't done this before. I've ripped plenty of 2-stranded fabrics. I know what to do.
I had some prime knitting time yesterday. We went and played a 6-hour board game.
Ah.
Played Axis and Allies, Europe 1940.
My God, that's an old game.
It was good. I had fun the entire time, and there was a cat to play with, and I knit, and it was great.
Did you play the board game?
Yeah. I was Italy, and I did not do the right things in the first 2 turns, so I kind of screwed myself over by turn 3, but I didn't realize that until like turn 4, that I was sort of screwed for the rest of the game.
Don't really like Axis.
So I would try it at least once more. Hello, microphone.
I punched it with my hand. I almost won the last game of Villainous as Hades.
Ooh. I still have never played that game, and I really want to.
Mr. B and I have played Mr. A's copy enough that, and I mean, Mr. A owns all of the expansions, that the mysterious Mr. B is contemplating it. So should you say, hey, that's a game I'd like to play, it might pop up to the top of the list of games he buys this year.
Yeah.
Because we were thinking it's a game that you would enjoy. We think your husband will hate it, but we think you'll enjoy it. Because half of the game mechanics is dicking with everybody else's decks.
Yeah, that sounds very much like something I would enjoy and he would hate.
Yes, he would hate it. But you, me, and Mr. B, oh yeah, we're going to have a grand old time. Because Mr. B also loves messing around and doing that. Because it's a challenge for him to try to win even though we're messing with him. And he likes the skill challenge. I said I would happily play more Villainous. I thoroughly enjoyed enough that if I could even remotely the quick cards and instructions and stuff, I would buy it just to have copies here because I really like the game.
Plus Disney villains.
Well, I've one as Oogie Boogie and I've one as Ursula. So Hades just seems like the next obvious choice. I'm just gonna cycle through till I've played almost all of them. Mostly because we always play with Mr. A and Mr. T, and Mr. T always plays Lady Tremaine, Cinderella stepmother. So that's never an option. So that's never going to be an option. That's his favorite character. I would never take somebody's favorite. So I'm just going to play the rest of them.
Seems entirely reasonable.
Me, Mr. B, and Mr. A always around the characters that were. It is doable, as they say. All right, we've fully ripped, and now I have to make one giant ball with both of the strands, and then I can put the giant ball with both the strands in a ball holder of some type, probably a bag, and then I can separate out each individual strand by hand wrapping separately out from each other. I really do love working with 2 strands held together. Ripping it apart is a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Night. Oh, I have to measure my swatch from yesterday. Oh, I should do that. Might post a picture in mods when we're done here.
The new sweater?
Yeah, the new sweater. Yeah. If you see a swatch in the mod, it's because I'm looking for help reading things.
Okay.
Well, I love the yarn, but I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to read the definition at 22 stitches over 4.
I have to do stuff tonight, do I? Just had this thought.
I don't know.
I do not. I do not have dance tonight. It's glorious.
Yes.
I love dance, but there was a lot of it this week, and I'm very happy to have some quiet time. So we got home from playing the board game yesterday, and we're like, oh, we're kind of tired, and then we laid down, and I full on, I thought I was gonna lay down for 20 minutes. I full on fell asleep for 4 hours.
Yeah, I've done that. It's a serious nap.
I woke up at 11, went, well, I guess I missed dinner, and washed my face, changed in my pajamas, and went back to bed. I woke up at 10 this morning.
You were tired.
Yeah, I did not get enough sleep this week, and now I've had enough sleep, and I feel so good. Finally got enough sleep last night. It's magical.
My eyes have been able to do that.
I get to go to the gym at the normal time tomorrow, not the stupid early time. Right? Double check.
What's stupid early?
The regular time is 8:30, but I had to go at 7:30 on Friday.
That's early. To be
it's a little bit early
gym?
to be up and at a gym.
To be up? No, that's perfectly reasonable. But like up, dressed, and out of your house.
It's a touch early. Especially since my alarm just like didn't go off, or I slept through it or something. So I woke up, I had my alarm set for 5:45. So I had like all this time to like eat food and get ready and just be like really chill about it, like I like to do in the morning. But no, I woke up at 6:30. Thank goodness. Just all on my own. Yeah. And went, oh my God, I got to be out of the house in 45 minutes. That was not the most fun morning routine.
No.
But it did it. I was on time and everything.
Sorry, this ball's getting big. I gotta lean backwards. Otherwise, it's getting caught in my hair, or it's getting I'm punching the microphone. There we go. There, I ripped that much yarn.
That's a lot of yarn.
Now I can stick this in the bag, and I can start pulling the two strands apart, which involves more interesting yarn winding techniques. I have a very long list of things to do today. How did that even happen?
Who knows?
I don't know. Okay. It's going to be a day today. Fair? Fair?
I should probably do food prep. So I need to prepare a bunch of food for the weekend. Actually, I need to go grocery shopping for that.
What's on the food prep plan for today?
Well, I've cooked all the meat. I probably could just make more rice and chop a bunch of vegetables and call it a day. But I need to
like... Oh yeah, because you're on a specific meal plan, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like super specific, but more specificer than I have been doing. And it's working, which is great. So I'm going to keep doing that.
Oh yeah, because your goal is a lot easier to put on weight and muscle mass, right?
Maintain weight, but gain muscle mass?
You can't maintain your weight numbers and gain muscle mass. Muscle mass weighs more than weight.
But if you're losing fat along with gaining the muscle mass, then you're just like recompositioning your body, and the weight's like roughly the same.
Sure, you becoming a bodybuilder?
Actually, yes. That is that is how I pitched what I wanted to my trainer, because that's what she does, and I'm like, you look great. I want to look like you. So yes.
So you're like, the weight scale will go up, but that's fine. Your physical size won't change.
Yeah, like the number is sort of irrelevant.
The number's sort of irrelevant for what you're doing. You're putting on muscle mass, which does weigh more.
Yes, I am aware of that. Okay, I do need the pattern for the third round. I don't remember what the third round is.
This part's easier with two humans. Why don't you live closer?
Because I live here. Oh no, wait, that was the third round. I did the third round. We're good. It's the fourth round. You're the one where we do, yes, that. Okay.
Stick you here. You there. Then in theory, without too much trouble, Pre-separate out chunks. Or winding. Until it gets too twisty. Have to imagine I did this with that black and gold yarn I had held double project. Ball of yarn.
Three.
I have patience for some things. Apparently unwinding tangly messes is I like to think it's all the training I got from Claire's. There's no point in getting angry or mad about the messed up jewelry. Mothers were never going to teach their children to behave in public, so it was always going to be a problem. Just get better at untangling necklaces. Okay.
Yes, 3.
That's the same store where I had the one lady said she thought I was a person, and then she realized I had a tattoo, so therefore...
Sorry, she thought you were a what?
She thought I was a very nice person until she saw that I had a tattoo. She
right,
realized
because
Claire's hired delinquents.
Right, because choosing to put art on your body makes you horrible automatically.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't laugh in her face. I was tempted, but I didn't do it. I'm a very well-behaved delinquent.
I'm sorry my choice of art is offensive to you.
Wasn't the most ridiculous complaint I got at that store, but it was definitely up there.
Okay, what's the most ridiculous complaint? I'm curious now.
I was once told that I was a very wonderful, helpful service person. Could I change my voice? It was grating.
Oh, what? You gonna pay for voice training lessons? Like what?
My response was no, this is my voice. And as I was the only person on staff on shift at the time, they were going to have to come back if they didn't want to deal with it.
Wow.
Oh, all sorts of things.
He's saying, according to the BMI, Arnold Schwarzenegger during the peak of his bodybuilding career was morbidly obese. That's because the BMI is largely inaccurate. Just do a little research if you have it. Yeah, I know. The BMI is like absolutely stupid.
Unless you're a 19th century white German teenage boy, and in which case it's very accurate.
Well, I happen to be one of those adjectives.
That's what the base numbers are based off of.
I happen to be white. You're one of them. That's the only part of that I fit. I'm hungry like a teenage boy. Does that count?
No, that's where the stats came from. So that's what they're generalized for. So it's fine. You can just know that they're
also irrelevant if you're being healthy and active. Then no worries. Yeah, it's just the only metric that I've got. So that's what I'm tracking.
That makes sense.
But yeah, it's like the worst metric, but it's the only metric I have besides like pictures. Yeah. But like,
which is totally fair. It's the only metric most of us have.
I mean, like, I guess I could get a measuring tape, but like trying to measure yourself is like a pain in the ass, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, there was the girl in Alberta who said she enjoyed that her husband came in blue jeans from our store. He worked on the rigs because I wasn't pretty enough to be a problem to tempt him.
That's horrendously rude.
I have worked in retail for way too long to really care.
Wow. That's really something else.
I've had many, many dumb complaints in my life.
Wow.
There we go. We got extra twisty. Extra twisty. This is the slowest part of ripping. I will not be done by the time my 25 minutes are over. I'm at least 2 hours or so to finish this.
Okay, well, we got 5 minutes left.
Yeah, it won't happen. But I knew that when I started. Oh, I knew it would be a project.
But
if I don't start, I'll never get
Mary
done.
says, hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello. We're just coming into the end of our second sprint, so we'll have one more WIP sprint after this.
I know, I'm trying to think about what I should do. I'll work on a sock. I brought the sock. But everybody knows I've been working on socks. I just won't show my progress on socks, so that way we don't know.
That works.
That works.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One single crochet and then a bunch of double crochets. It's the longest row. Ends up with so many stitches.
Usually does. Maybe I should buy that Stephen West shawl. I'm still thinking about it. I think it'd be a really good stash buster. And easy enough to pick up and put down. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Be great if anybody had an advent calendar.
This is feeling very targeted.
No, it'll be targeted in like September if you haven't ordered the advent calendar. It's about that's the point where I stopped going, hey, did you know Erin has an advent calendar? And I'm going, hey, I'm jealous if you're not getting something. FOMO is a real thing for you.
I'm coming to the conclusion that minis are not really my thing. I mean,
that's totally fair.
Making a bunch of blankets right now, but
you don't like winding yarn.
I don't, and I don't. I don't
think that's ever gonna change.
I don't know. Minis are just like fiddly in a way that is not pleasing.
I enjoy them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Not to the extent that I want to make exclusively large volumes of mini content stuff, but I do enjoy having them.
I'm actually thinking I might not get an advent calendar this year.
Sure. Oh, I'm getting an advent calendar.
I tried getting the fiber one this year, but apparently I don't do that either because we're now we're almost into April and I've half finished the advent calendar.
You also think you have all this mythical time in December that you don't have.
Yeah, also that.
If we can get you to be done your Christmas presents, done.
Oh, I didn't do Christmas presents this year, and I still had no time. I don't know why.
Yeah, It's a very tempting thing to just go to no Christmas presents. Like, you're not children, you don't need it. There's no children in your family. Christmas presents are not a thing.
Well, I mean, there's the niece and nephew. They're still children.
But that's not your family. That's your husband's family. That's a different family. That's a different side of the family. In which case, yeah, gifts for the kids. But like, adults don't need presents. We don't. We really don't.
But they'll give me stuff, and then and I'll feel really guilty if I don't
feel guilty, but you don't need to give them something.
I feel socially obligated.
Social, yeah.
Yeah.
Which wasn't how it started. Gift giving was something you did as an expression with no expectation of return. Oh, we should be done shortly, shouldn't we?
Yes, there's less than a minute. No, it's supposed to be a single crochet, not a double crochet.
So, I know my family went to handcraft and less than $30.
I would enjoy that, but I don't think either side of the family is going to get on board with that.
It's been a bit of a fight with some of the family members. Been a bit of a fight. And it's going to continue to be a bit of a fight for the next few years. But I said I was out. My niece is 18. I'll give practical gifts or I'll give handmade gifts that are of a practical nature. Mittens, coasters, dish scrubbies, new hats, new shawls, like things that they're going to use. Dad got slippers.
And
or
sprint.
You get nothing and you deal with it because I don't want things. Had to be practical. Max, so the niece's boyfriend, and the niece spent money and they bought me a tea sampler so I could have different types of tea and a ramen noodle bowl because I don't have a ramen. And they bought me a Nightmare Before Christmas themed ramen noodle bowl. Now I eat a lot of ramen, so it makes sense for me to have a ramen noodle bowl.
I got most of a square.
Ooh, nice.
Almost to the end of row 5.
Ripped. Well, I got this circle ripped and I'm about a third of the way through separating the two strands.
This angle is not showing off the color very well.
No,
there we go. That's a better angle on the color.
I love the square. I do like how that square is coming along, though. It's really pretty.
So that's what I can do in 25 minutes while reading chart.
Like, think about like all the stuff that you have. Like, you don't need more stuff. Most of the gifts from my parents were food this year. My mom baked things, and she made dried mint herbs. And
yeah, I tried explaining how I don't want stuff. Like, just
don't need it.
Like, you don't have to get me anything. And like, my mom was so offended. Like, what you don't want? Like, you don't like want my expressions of love? And I'm like, no, that's not.
No. The answer is no.
What I'm trying to say.
I don't
here.
want that. I don't want the present. That you're conflating it is your problem, not mine. I don't want the present.
I don't want you to go to the dollar store and get me like $30 of random dollar store stuff that's like kind of cute, but like it's stuff for the sake of stuff, and like that's not. Just be here, cook some food with me, spend some time with me.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
Let's have a conversation and craft together.
If you made the item, yes, I want that, because that's like a physical representation of time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Because that's a handmade gift.
But like stuff for stuff's sake, I don't. Or if it's like one very specific thing, like I know you would absolutely love this thing. Mm-hmm. But like if it's just stuff because of stuff, I don't want stuff because stuff.
No. I got a basket of baked goods from my sister, which included 4 medium-sized mason jars of sweet and sour sauce. I love my sister's sweet and sour sauce. She just made a big batch of sweet and sour sauce, gave me 4 jars, gave my mom 4 jars, and like baked goods. Diana knows because she ate some of the baked goods.
It was good. I approve of the baked goods. Really good.
It is end of March. I am out of baked goods from that extravaganza of baked goods. But it was a gift of time to me. I didn't have to go make these things. They were already in my freezer. Like, my mom grew chives, chopped them up and froze them. I have frozen chives in my freezer. Like, that's of more use and a better gift.
Yeah.
Than stuff, just for stuff's sake. I know you and I exchange projects and yarn and stuff because that's what makes us happy.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. That works for us.
I know very specifically, like, I know what kind of crafty stuff you would like, because we do this all the time. So like,
I ask you what you would like me to make you, because I've got time to do that part. Whereas I know your time's limited. So I tend to get the natural yarn, which was perfect for me because I need to fill my time with something. And that yarn is a great way of doing it. Does it just make sense?
Mary's on board. Yeah, we still got one sprint left.
It's so freeing because then it's just your family dinner whenever it happens. Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's, Chinese New Year's. whenever it happens, can just be about getting together, having food, and visiting, and like playing a game or chillaxing and catching up with family stuff. And it isn't about this gifting and receiving situation. So you're not stressed about that because that's not a component anymore. You're excited because it's going to be something useful or something that is a gift to you time-wise. And it was given because they know you and they know what helps you get through your day.
Also says ask for boyfriend. Tea, coffee, shower gel, other stuff I will need to buy myself and that I will use. Oh, Susanna says check your email.
Oh, no. Did Susanna, you've got to stop buying me patterns. Babe, you are enabling the nonsense out of me. It's a good thing I like winding yarn. It's even worse is I think I have a spare 4mm needle. So like I may honestly cast that on too.
Mary says I put up a lot of things from our garden that I give as presents. I make hot fudge sauce too. That'd be an amazing gift. Mom's
growing sweetgrass. Sweetgrass will be ready to braid this year. So like I might get a braid of sweetgrass for Christmas. Like yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
I don't know what that is or what it's for, but that sounds good.
It is, well, it scents the air around you, so it's a good inside scent thing that isn't
candles.
I have no idea
what it smells like.
When I have a braid, I will make sure you smell it the next time you're in my vicinity. It's also good for burning and purification ceremony, so like it serves many purposes for me. But getting a sweet braid grass is tricky. And Mom got annoyed enough that she's growing sweet grass, so she's hoping that this year she'll be able to harvest from it. So
nice.
It's a traditional thing, but yeah, no, super nice. Smells great. They sit in like window wells, and when they're done smelling, you burn them and you release more of the smell, and it doesn't set my mom off, doesn't set me off, it's never set Mr. B off. Like I don't think he's even noticed when I've used it. It's a very mellow, but it cleanses the air without being a candle, without being too fragranced, without being too much for people, right? Which is important, people. It's important. Oh, I should make that chia pudding into a money bowl.
Okay.
Attract a little prosperity, attract a little bit of wealth into my life, ground it all with a little bit of chocolate and good vibes. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I made a big thing of chia pudding, so I can do a couple with it.
Well, I think that hand cream is done. Hey, also, one of those hand creams you sent me like 2 years ago, I finally finished.
God, I can't wait to get more of that hand cream. I love it so much.
I have 2 more of these. I'm so happy.
Oh,
I just end up with so many hand creams.
I'm out.
This has been the desk hand cream. I have the bedroom hand cream. I have the bathroom hand cream. I have the lives in a pouch in my dance bag hand cream. So I finished the desk hand cream. I'll need to get a new desk hand cream.
If you want to sponsor us, boy, do we love your stuff here. I can do one of those testimonials and mean it. I've used Aveeno for years.
It's not that I don't use a lot of hand cream. I just don't use a lot of it at my desk usually. I go through the bathroom hand cream really fast because I buy like the big Aveeno bottle.
Oh yeah,
it's like the body lotion, the hand cream. Every time I wash my hands, I put some on. So I don't tend to use a lot of it in other places.
I like keeping the baby Aveeno for the winter for my elbows and stuff and my face because the face just gets extra dry. And the baby Aveeno is so good for that. So good for that. But the regular intense moisture is really good for everything else. Again, we work with wool, so moisture just gets sucked out of your hands.
Yeah, right? You need to let that soak in for a minute.
You're like, yeah, okay, fine. Cotton too. It also dries my hands like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Dries my hands like crazy. I'm awake.
Don't believe you.
That's fair. I don't believe me either. Oops, Susanna said check my emails.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knit on a sock. I wish I could show you guys the progress on the sock, but that would be cheating because you haven't seen the podcast. I mean, I'm not done editing it, so there's that. But you haven't seen it yet either, so that is the wrong thing to have open. Right, sniffle.
Oh yes, okay, not this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, because I'm away all weekend when we would normally record, we're going to do the following, not this Wednesday, but the next Wednesday is going to be a live episode at the usual time. It will go up at the usual time, it'll just be live.
You could just give them the date.
I could if I knew what it was. I'm going to look at it. The 2nd. April the 2nd will be a live stream episode. And then the following Sunday will be our regular first Sunday of the month live. So you guys get 2 months in a row, or 2 months. 2 weeks in a row. Not even a week apart. They get so many lives. I can't say words. Words are too hard.
Oh, yep. Yeah, Susanna absolutely gifted me the West Knit pattern. Okay.
Well, so you're casting that on for the next one, right? That's what you're doing?
Probably. Let's be honest. Probably. I mean, we all know me, right? At this point, I'm not looking at yarn in my background right now, but like I'm going to be shortly.
So we're going to choose yarn for that now. Is what we're doing for the next sprint, right? We're choosing yarn and winding it.
Probably. Let's be honest.
Telling you all the places your 4mm needle might be.
Okay, no, the 4mm because I collected all of them and I stuck them in one of the bags you gifted me, the one with the strap on it. That's pink and got the Halloween pattern. So like I know where my needles are.
Susanna says the Aveeno is what I use, or what she uses. Both bathrooms, kitchen, table, office, and bathroom at work.
Everywhere, Aveeno.
Yeah, I get like the giant, like the biggest bottle they have, and it just lives in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
And over the winter, like it goes away so fast. There's no joking with the Aveeno.
There's no joking with the Aveeno. It goes everywhere. It's really good. I love that lanolin one that Asa sends me because it is amazing. And I have not found one obviously in the Winnipeg area equal to it that's locally made. So like I get the good stuff from Asa.
The bomb in here. Fantastic.
Oh my God. When are the dates for May long weekend? I'm already distracted, but it's important.
Long weekend? Which long weekend?
May long.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Now that I
haven't thought that far. We're not even in April yet.
No, there's a
reason. Take off this wrapper right after I put on hand cream. This is going great.
What are you doing? That was a mistake. You should not have done that.
No, I did that backwards.
That was a mistake, babe.
Oh my cybersecurity branded lip balm.
Oh, jeez.
Because they got smart and it was a women in cybersecurity conference, and so we got like branded candles and lip balm, and you know, I hate the stereotype, but also it was great. Tide pens. I hate the stereotype, but it was actually so good.
Ridiculous. What? Family Day is in February, which is our Louis Riel Day. But I want
minty.
I don't want Family Day. I want long weekend. Is that
Victoria Day? I think that's Victoria Day.
I don't. It says May. So maybe, guys. When's May long?
Also asking about the hand cream. Is it the? I don't know this word. It's French. L'Occitane? L'Occitane? I thought it was an international company, but they might not have a shop in Winnipeg.
I haven't been able to. I haven't found them. Like if it.
We lost that sentence. Discord doesn't like you today.
That's fine. You've been cutting in and out the whole time.
Great.
I haven't been able to find a local distributor that has it on right now, so I don't know if if it's just on a list and nobody orders it.
Because that looks like a vaguely familiar brand name. Seeing it right now. Yeah, like not that I know what it would look like, what the packaging.
I thought it'd be easier to find, but it's proving complicated. This one says May 19th. How do we do this? Publicholidayscanada.ca. Sure, 2025. Will you give me the May long dates I want?
I'll just look it up on my calendar here. May. Show me the holidays calendar. Where's my holidays calendar? Oh, I do have the holidays calendar.
I don't believe in
Victoria Day, Monday, May 19th.
Okay, which means the Friday and Saturday of the May long weekend.
Okay, the 17th and 18th.
I'm going to be at Hank and Pearl here in the city. Okay. We're going to do something. What are we going to do? We don't know yet. Do you know who I'm at Hank and Pearl with for the weekend? Aaron and Tristan of Fireweed Fiber Co. They're going to be running the store for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to be there and I'm going to be doing something. I like Hank and Pearl has got some amazing leatherwork stuff, and she's been growing in yarn. So like I'm so excited to see the yarn that she's starting to carry, because like every year a bit more and a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. And when she's like at that 50% yarn, 50% leatherworked goods and hand creams and stuff like that, then she becomes like a yarn, brick and mortar yarn store, because it becomes half of what she's doing. I can't wait for us to have another local yarn store. We're a capital city. We should have more than one. We're a capital city. We should have more than one.
You would think.
Especially because her focus is on indie local dyers, not so much into the commercial stuff. So it's so Erin was talking with me in chest if I wanted to join them. And I'm like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. What am I doing? I don't know. I just said yes. I said yes, and we're letting the universe figure the rest of it out. I'm very excited. Like, what else happens on May long weekend? That science fiction fantasy book convention that isn't actually about books. KeyCon? That's the other big thing that happens here on the May long weekend, and I don't go to that. And I don't camp. This is really not a lot for a long weekend celebratory sort of situation in May. So why not go hang out at a knitting store for a weekend and chat with people and work on something fun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. It should be good fun. But if I start telling people now and I start trying to remember the dates now, I might remember the dates for later. Because I'm always the one where it's like, we get to the long weekend, we get to the Sunday, and Monday shows up, and I just start my regular work week, and everyone's like, why are you working? It's a long weekend. Because I don't remember, because I don't stop for these things. My brain just goes, oh, it's Monday, time to do your work stuff. I just never remember. Never, ever, ever. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to pick your... We had to know that was going to happen, right?
May is busy. I have a ball. I have another dance competition.
Yeah, your cosplay ball's in May.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's going to be fun.
The real first question is, do I want to work with lace?
Us has done some Googling. Apparently that brand does not have a shop in Winnipeg or in Manitoba at all, but they have several in Toronto. Hint, hint for me.
Listen. Oh, I will hint. I don't even need the rest of that statement to have been verbalized. I understand what Us is going for. Bug Diana. Instructions received.
You wanna tell me which stores in Toronto? Toronto's a big
all
place.
Will come out of my,
is it the close side of Toronto?
My
the
hands
far
are
side
dry.
Of Toronto? Somewhere in the middle?
I need the lotion.
Is it a place that I'm going to happen to drive through on Thursday?
This is a very good question.
All right, shall we start this last sprint?
Yes.
What am I working on? I've got this here blanket, this corner-to-corner blanket that I haven't picked up in a while. Ta-da! So stripe.
So stripe?
Oh my god, so stripe.
What are you updating? My weather app would like me to know it's -3 outside now.
Oh, Mr. Diana would
we
like
went up
something.
from -14 this morning. Mr. Diana!
I've been given a dinosaur cookie. Thank you.
What? Where's my cookie?
Jocelyn would like to know where is her cookie.
Yes.
Well, look, I have a dinosaur cookie. We found a new bakery, well, a new to us bakery yesterday.
Yeah.
And we stopped in assuming we were gonna get like donuts or something, but then they had dinosaur cookies, so we got dinosaur cookies to take to gaming yesterday.
Totally the right call. Oh, so, every time you bring through something, that's always my question. Where's mine? Oh, he's got to be annoyed with me asking that question every at this point.
Right. Oh, they have a store in Ottawa as well. I'm not gonna have time in Ottawa. I mean, sorry.
She won't have time in Ottawa. No. She's too busy. Talk amongst yourself. Start the sprint. Do your dinosaur cookie. I'm gonna start feeling yarn and randomly trying to find what I'm looking for. Which, I mean, this looks like it's a well-lit space to you guys. It is not. But if I turn on the light so it's bright enough for me, I will be washed out.
Us says, I hope to send a couple of them out west next week, crossing my fingers that I make it to the post office.
Oh yeah, no worries. I mean, it's a gift. So like it is what it is. It happens when it happens, and I am grateful for everything.
Oops, I started knitting and I did not start the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. For sprint the last.
That was you, not me.
It was. Also wants a cookie too. Mr. Diana can just drop it off here.
Yeah.
Also would also like a cookie. No response. I don't think he heard me.
Super. Oh wait, we're going about this all wrong. Guys, we're going about this all wrong. Wrong. First we gotta start with some math.
With some math?
Hang on. We need to start with some math.
I'm not sure if I endorse this math.
Would like my attention. You will, it'll be fine. It's fine. You need to scroll down to the, ooh, hello Asa, have you sent me a message? We need to scroll to the material. We need to explode the print size. Oh my god, there's gonna be so much scrolling in my future. Okay. Oh. We need to start a movement. We get behind a plan. We might need a sheet of paper, people.
Okay.
To demand. Yes. Because we're gonna have to color things. We need to demand in our politest girl voices possible that designers stop pattern creation in 2 columns. Stop it. It is not a textbook. Stop doing it like a textbook. Just do it as a regular document. I have a very specific reason for this very specific request. When you put words in 2 columns, my screen reader gets angry and doesn't do anything.
Ooh.
So if you have a description, but it's columned, so you have the short column of a sentence, and then you have another column of other sentences, it reads left to right the whole row.
See, that seems really dumb, because like the text is formatted in a column, and like, why doesn't the screen reader understand columns? Because that is a common way to
I don't know, Diana.
Things.
Why is accessibility text? Oh, wait, because it's only regulated to work for the 90s. Upgrades aren't processed, which means we're left behind. But it's not required by law, so companies don't do it.
True.
So until companies, well, no, specifically till coders, decent people, and say no, and code a functioning screen reader, I'm screwed. Stop putting things in 2 columns. It's easier for me to move the public.
Also asking if you got the dark mode PDF.
I do have dark mode PDF, yeah. Microsoft Edge will dark mode PDFs, but it will not dark mode shops. But Chrome will dark mode shops, but I don't get any pictures. But it will not dark mode PDFs.
It's just mucked with an F. How about that? It's mucked with an F.
And if I want to do my banking, it's a tertiary web browser to have my banking information dark mode consistently.
No. I hate it.
No. And I show Diana the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I show her ones where like, this should be the bare minimum. Like, this shouldn't be the thing we hold up and go, you did a good job. that should not be how it works. Like, I shouldn't have to fight to have described audio on things. If you publish video content, I should just have described audio. If it's free on YouTube, that's not what we're talking about here. We're not talking about individual single content creators. We're talking movies. We're talking television shows. We're talking the big guys that spend millions of dollars on things. But we don't. It's not consistent. And oh, wait. We all have, if it didn't come from us, it has to be done by us situations. There are copyright issues. So America might have a described audio for a television show, but I won't because it wasn't Canadian made and it hit the CRTC. Yeah.
That's what I
Same
have to say
with
about
if you're
that.
in Britain or Australia. I can get Australian programs, but I can't get described audio.
That's just so dumb.
It is the same in reverse. I have some American friends who are blind who would love to watch some Canadian programming to support Canada, right? Because they don't agree with the things that are going on. They can't get described audio for programs I can get described audio for here because the described audio is made in Canada for Canadians, but it doesn't export to US because, again, differences in laws.
Just so dumb.
Domino's won a fight a few years ago saying that they didn't have to have an accessible, or what is it? Because they had an accessible website, which is a lie, that people didn't need to have access to their physical locations because they could just order via the web.
What?
Like, it is a common, huge problem. I don't complain about it enough, I don't think. What it is I think I don't complain enough, guys. We've all heard me rant a lot. I don't know how this is not enough. I don't know how this is not enough ranting. All the time. All the time. Like, why don't we just have it mandatory that grocery stores have to have, what's that, low sensory hour that some of them choose to do? Why don't we just mandate that that's permanent? It's low sensory all the time. Because it is not just people with sensory issues that enjoy less harsh mofo lighting and aggressive advertising in their ears. We all enjoy it. We all enjoy it because it's better for all of us.
It's nice.
Why don't we mandatorily make people not muck around so that I can just have larger font? Because let's be honest, larger font is less eye strain on everybody. That I need it to see anything is just a bonus. But they're not standard norms, so it's a problem. It's the same as, like, I argue, because technically I could be a part of a CNIB run book reading program. But the CNIB's book reading program, so the Canadian National Institute for the Blind, this is what they do, this is who they help, works with daisy readers. Like, do you even know what a daisy reader is?
I've only heard of it because you have mentioned it as being dumb, but I don't actually know what it is.
A daisy reader gives you access to just about as many books in sort of percentage to Audible as you would get if you walked into the library and went to the large font section.
Okay, not great.
So unless you read top 40 books, like top 20 published things like Dan Brown from 10 years ago, the book isn't usually available on the daisy reader. Now, the daisy reader makes audiobooks.
Like Audible?
Like
that really
Audible.
popular Amazon company that we all know and have it used at least once?
Yeah. I know what the difference is. The daisy reader is accessible. Audible is not. I make it work, but it's rough. And I'm very specific. I have audible.com because I refuse to be restricted by my country. I want access to the American Audible books. So I am on audible.com, not audible.ca, because audible.ca doesn't have the same selection.
Because weird publishing laws, even though it's all on the internet anyway, and it's dumb.
Yeah. So if I want to not have Canadian content shoved down my throat, and I will go find Canadian content, I read Canadian content. I don't want to be restricted from American content. I'm a genre reader. I acknowledge I'm a genre. I'm happy being a genre. You know? Did your light die on you finally?
It did.
Well, so many messages.
So long.
Has my ranting started a whole thing?
Nikki was saying, I agree about the accessibility. We are always dealing with issues like this for Marvel.
And it's for Marvel, it's going to be a lot of movement. Like, at least I can get bumps in the ground. Like, literally, those small riser bumps can stop a wheelchair in its tracks.
And it's something that most people just step over without thinking about.
Without even thinking about it. Yeah. It's just, if you've got a walkway path that is only big enough for a human, it's not big enough for a wheelchair, you are not accessible. You're not accessible. Because if the wheelchair can't get through, walkers can't get through, canes really can't get through, children are going to cause problems when they're going through because they're going to try to go through anyway. It just blows my mind. It's stairs in and out of places. It's double door entryways. Double door entryways. Do that while you have a cane because you're in a foot. How do you get in and out of the building? You can't. I go to restaurants where the freaking restroom has been in the basement. I've had to go downstairs into the basement to go to the bathroom in a public place. That's not accessible for me, never mind someone with mobility issues. And that's before we get to the part where I can't read the bloody menus.
A lot of places, especially in like downtown area, though are older buildings that like to put the washrooms on the main floor it would be easier to knock the building over and start over.
It would be, so don't use that space as a restaurant. Use it as something else. Or here's an idea: when you're renovating
in the basement.
Yeah, or here's an idea: when you're renovating, renovate so that the washrooms are on the main floor. You can move plumbing. I am a carpenter's daughter. Yes, I know the level of work involved in that. I've watched my dad do it. Yes, that's fine. Renovating is expensive to start with.
And I'm sure the old buildings present all kinds of interesting challenges.
Oh, any building does. But you made a choice. You chose that location and you chose your business. So you are choosing to say a percentage of the population and not an insignificant percentage of the population.
Did I do my
You don't want their business. I'm not going to say it's not easy. It's not easy. But you've made that choice. Well, it's the same with like you've got a coffee shop. I refuse to enter. I'll eat their coffee beans. They're lovely coffee beans. I'll absolutely drink their coffee, but I won't go in because of how I'm treated. Because like staff's a whole other issue. My God, this is a huge shawl. So you hold the fingering and the lace weight double. I'm trying not to give away details for the shawl, but we need to do some math. I have 2 skeins of blue, a light cloud blue lace yarn from Manos to Uruguay. I've had them for years. So if I just make it the length I can get with those 200 grams of lace weight yarn, which is a lot of yardage, and it's roughly about what they's calling for in the yardage and the lace weight yarn, because there's sections where you're just holding a fingering and a lace together, and then sections where you're holding 2 lace together and no fingering. So that's, I just love that he broke this down by grams per section. It's really freaking helpful. You know? 2 strands of lace weight. I'm not adding mohair. Held together for the contrast color brioche background stripes.
No dropping stitches on the edge. Don't drop edge stitches. There's a bad plan.
Okay. So it's approximately 3,200 yards if I'm doing the 2 strands of lace weight yarn held in sections. Okay. Main color is your foreground in brioche. Contrast color is your contrast color. Background brioche. AC is your accent color, equals reverse stockinette stitch stripes plus a series of letters I don't understand. That's fine. Oh, it breaks it down. Okay, so it's 1,000 yards of fingering weight yarn. It's just shy 2,000 yards of lace weight mohair silk. I would just use the lace weight. And 400 yards of fingering weight for your accent color. Each contrast stripe background brioche color uses about 5 grams of lace weight with the 2 strands held at the same time. There's so many messages going on. Each main stripe, 4-gram brioche color uses 5 grams. Okay, so if I break the, I'm going to look at these sections too. Hang on. I won't read the section part out. Like right now, I'm just reading out the stuff that is public knowledge. Approximately.
What colors are you thinking? You said something about a purple or I can't remember.
Cloud blue. If I use the cloud blue all the way through, I think we're looking more into like the purples and grays. I think I need to stay away from the yellows and the pinks and stuff. I think I need to go more either greens and blues or and grays with that blue, with the blue background. I mean, both will look good with my coats, so. So many messages, I want to go read them, but I'm busy, guys. I'll get there, I promise. 2,300 yards.
Got 9.5 minutes left in the sprint.
You're holding.
What did I just throw on the floor? Oh, my snips.
I don't know. Okay.
Don't throw snips on the floor. That's a bad place for them.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it breaks it down. Oh, if I'm just holding the thing. Oh, you can just do this with fingering weight. Oh, heck yeah. He breaks down all the totals for you if you're just going to do fingering weight.
Nice.
Okay, so assume that I need 1 skein for the accent color in fingering weight. I'll use the contrast color is my lace. So I'll use the two skeins of lace weight I have. I need 3 main colors. I need 3 main colors, an accent color, and my blue. The blue's carried all the way through as far as I can tell. I should. Oh, he offers workshop classes. What's this? Diana, I might take a workshop class.
On what?
On different techniques. Apparently, you can pay to get the workshop class, and then it's just available to watch as often as you. Well, I might do that because Lord knows he probably has some advanced technique things that I would love to have some instructions for. I no longer need to learn how to make a basic sweater. I'm past that stage now. So those are not the classes for me. But like an advanced Stephen West stitch tutorial? Yep, I could probably use some help in that department. I know probably about it. Okay, let's actually. We said you had like 9 minutes?
We have 7.5 now.
Oh, I put cast on. Oh boy. Hey, it's only 3 stitches.
Coming towards the end of our 3rd sprint.
Yeah. I am planning a cast on. This is not what I was going to be working on. But if I look at this one, contrast color.
I get to finish shopping for my bingo card reward after this.
Break accent, use main color, pick up a knit, don't turn. What is it? Slide stitches. Because you're brioching, yeah. Okay, then yes. You're oh, okay. Using. I'm gonna do what Louise does, and I'm gonna call it a brioche knit and a brioche purl. I hate the other words. A brioche knit and a brioche purl just makes more sense.
Oh yeah, with sort of what, barks and burps or something.
Burps, yeah, like that's just so daft.
No. Yeah.
Brioche knit and brio pearl. Okay. Hang on, guys. I'm doing a quick scan of the repeat just to make sure I understand what I'm doing. You're working your main color and your contrast color. That makes sense. So yes, you're holding your lace weight from what I can tell from a scan. I could be wrong, but it looks like that's how that works. So yes, I think we'll leave the lace weight as our color that doesn't change. Our accent will be some sort of sharp poppy color. And then the main color is going to fit into a field, a color palette circle. I think that's our best bet. I think that's your best bet. And we need 4 skeins for the main color palette, both of the lace weight, and 1 of the accent. Okay. My God, this uses a lot of yarn. My God, this uses a lot. All right. Who's chatting at me and why? Northern Knits Patreon. Why are you so chatty? I mean, it's lovely. Keep it up. Oh, more. There's more links. What are we all chatting here?
Are they trying to tempt you into more things?
Well, I mean, it's not hard. God, is that a blanket? That could be just for day. Yeah, I'm seeing the word blanket.
Oh no, now I have to look.
I'm seeing the word blanket.
I'm not supposed to get distracted. That's the whole point of a WIP sprint.
Well, you're on your own with that one. Oh my God, Kay, there's a lot for you to get into trouble with in here.
Oh, that's a heck of a blanket. Okay, hang on. The Escher blanket, that's really
guys,
something.
This wasn't for me at all. This was to tempt Diana.
Blanket.
I didn't even need to look. I can go look at yarn. All right, let's see what's happening over here. I don't have time to wind
I love this little owl's blanket. That's cute.
Super cute.
Those are cute blankets. Have to say.
They're very cute blankets. Right. My hands. Ooh. Yeah, my fingers are so good. I know for sure I'm going to use this lace weight blue. Whoops, come here. This lace weight blue. Because this is the
oh, that's very pretty.
Uruguay that I have. This I'm going to hold all the way through. So we need to have...
Do you need more pattern links, says Asa? No, we don't. I mean, you're welcome to post them. I know it's not going to stop you, but no, I don't.
Blankets don't tempt me. Post away.
See, I'm far more tempted by more blankets than the brioche shawl.
Well, yeah, but that's because you're in a blanket place, not a shawl.
I am. Very blankety.
Why am I bothering to look at the color, or the colorway name? Ooh, I hope Aaron's not watching.
You have 2.5 minutes left to pick colors.
I can take as long as I want to pick colors, man.
Nope, it's a race. Against what? Nothing in particular. Because it's not like time actually runs out after the timer.
No. Do I pick something that's similar in color and just go from flip back and forth, maybe? Because I got a lot of moody shawls. Do we go like a color range? Like, do we go towards the light whites and pinks? Not blue. Even want something stronger. I mean, it is a Stephen West.
Light and floaty or dark and moody?
Because I've
got a neutral palette, a bold palette.
These.
Oh, that's a fun color.
So we could do
like that
these
color.
with the blue, and then I could pick
Okay.
a dark color for the accent color.
I think that would be lovely.
Do I have enough hands? The answer is no.
Also
then we
says
do
dark
this.
and floaty. Oh yes, I like this.
This.
Do you pick
So then I just
dark
need a good.
accent
I just
that
a
if
dark
it matches
accent.
the dark speckle in that white color?
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to do this on my own. I will set this aside and I will ask for help. But I like this. But I think the accent color we got to be very picky about. And that'll make a really nice, pretty, bright colored shawl.
Yep.
Okay. I got a lot of red, brown, purple shawls, deep blue shawls. I think we need to do a nice bright colored one. We're due for a bright colored one. And if we're honest, one of these is holly in the snow. All four of them might be holly in the snow.
I think
or
they're all the
that
same.
Pink one. Aaron will be able to tell me right away. But even if they aren't, that's fine. They're a colorway I pick up all the time when I'm in it. I know what I like, so this just would let me use it up so that I have an excuse to buy more. But yes, the contrast will have to be really particular about picking. Like maybe I pull one of my, is it navy or is it black in the sock base and have a pop of navy in there just to tie it all together. Which would be super, super neutral for me. But I think we've made the bulk of the decisions. Look, and I did that in 25 minutes.
I did a full 3 rows on this blanket. That's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. All right, what is this link Asa has sent? Well, see, that's cute too. Attic windows. See, there are a great many cute blanket projects. Stay tuned for next time when I've cast on another blanket while having finished absolutely none of the current ones. Ugh. As I do. Hey, I still have a dinosaur cookie.
Yes, you do. I do not.
I hope everybody had a very productive 3 sprints.
I mean, I did. I started a shawl that's going to use 3,200 yards worth of fiber.
Yeah, that'll eat up some stash.
Hey, Susanna's looking to rehome a lot of her stuff, and I feel like its home is with me. So I said I offered to buy off the rest of whatever wasn't taken from everybody, so like everybody could go in and grab the single off skeins that they needed, but then I would just buy the rest from her because I love all of those colorway situations, and I will happily add to those stash collections. No problem. And then she's like, well, I have to do it with Ancient Yarns too. I'm like, yeah, sign me up. Aaron's yarn, Ancient Art yarn, done. And let everybody else go through and pick out what they need first, and then just tell me what I owe you, and I will find money for you. Then that way it's not bugging or stressing her out. Same way with you when I was like, I know you need to rehome, you're going to rehome 5, just pick me to be the 5. You know my colors, you know I love yarn, and it doesn't stress me out to have it around me. Like it doesn't
yes,
it
well,
doesn't
your yarn is
wear
not
on
taking
me.
up as much space as mine is.
It's true, it's not. So I know you sent me a whole bunch of yarn too. So like, absolutely, because I do a lot of work. Like
for a large
doing
bubble
the math,
mailer.
I get a lot of projects done in a year.
I don't.
More than I think I do. Okay, who tagged me?
I'm very determined to finish this round on this square because it's bothering me that it's not done.
Okay, well then finish the round. Oh yeah, there's too much text. I'll read it later, guys. Oh, and I gotta make that Stardew Valley. I gotta edit. I have to make ginger shots today. I have to make freaking granola bars today too.
May I recommend making a list?
My to-do list is extensive. No, I like to use I like to practice using my memory. So verbalizing what I'm doing as I'm going through things, projects together. It's a memory practice thing.
I prefer to
don't
write it
want my
down, and then I
memory.
can use my brain for other things. 2, 3,
Oh,
4,
I
5,
want my
6.
memory to stay strong. I need my memory to stay strong. Life would get really hard for me if I couldn't memorize my spaces that I exist in, or how many stairs it takes for me to get places. Like, my life would get really hard if I couldn't have a lot of base memorization done. So
I memorize other things like choreography and knitting patterns, and I
Well,
memorize lots
I
of
don't
stuff.
need that. I don't need to memorize that. I need to know by touch, feel, and memory how much I need for ingredients for food stuff to feed myself. There's different calls on my memory these days. Oh my god. I have this huge stack of yarn.
I stuck my elbow in a pastry at some point, I think.
Why did you do that?
I don't know, but also, I have like pastry gunk on my elbow.
Where were you where you were sticking your elbow in pastry this morning?
I genuinely don't know. I also wore this sweater yesterday,
making fun of me for my injury.
Yeah, I possibly stuck it in a pastry yesterday. I had the most life-changing pastry yesterday.
How can you have a life-changing pastry and not share this information with me up at the... I feel like you buried the lead.
I'm so sorry.
On this conversation.
I forgot about the life-changing pastry.
Forget about a life-changing pastry. I'm offended.
Don't know what it's called, but it is essentially butter with just enough other things to hold it together into a puffy, flaky pastry. It's butter and sugar and like a little bit of flour, and it somehow combines into a fluffy pastry.
But what's it called?
I don't know.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Like, I want you to
look it up real quick.
Oh, I want you to come to Silver Willow in October in Saskatoon. Mostly because it's a very fun knitting event, and there's a whole bunch of people there that you've never met before. So they're like new to us dyers and fibers and new fiber blends and the whole 9 yards, right? And like Daria might be there. So like tons of fun. Also, my parents are always fun.
Cooganman? A Cooganman?
Okay, can you type the spelling for that?
I'll put it in the chat.
Read it out to me.
It's a Kouign-AMANN.
Wow. Did I spell that right? I just DM'd you. Look later. Look later.
Anyway, I'm gonna send this picture in the chat because this is quite something.
But there's this store in Saskatoon. I mean, besides the like 3 knitting stores we need to go to, plus the Saskmade store, plus like there's a giant metal robot thing that Dad needs to drive us past. Like there's a lot of things we need to do with you in Saskatoon specifically. There's a restaurant called the Pink Cadillac. It's a retro diner style.
Bean to bar chocolate. I didn't know they did that. I need to go to this bakery. Seriously. Why have I not been to this bakery yet? Where are you? Bake at home.
But they have a store of cheese.
Nice.
It's just cheese. Just feet and feet of coolers with cheese.
Okay.
How are you thinking, Jocelyn, why do you go to the cheese store? Because they have multiple lactose-free options. Not one, not two, multiple lactose-free options.
Okay.
Including my favorite Benedictine milk cheese.
I've never been over there. That's why I've never seen this place. I've never been to that area of the city.
That's fair. It's also across the street from the French bakery that makes French bakery cupcakes.
Nice.
And macarons. Nice. So like there's things we need to go do in Saskatoon. There's the berry barn. I have to take you to the berry barn. It's all Saskatoon berries. It's an amazing salad.
We obviously have lots of stuff to do.
Lots of stuff to do in Saskatoon. I mean, a lot of it's fiber and knitting. Hello, it's us. But there's a lot of other fun
Also
stuff
says,
too.
oh, those are so good. I had them in France. It's a French cake, and I think it translates to butter cake or something. I'd believe that. Like, I didn't know you could fit that much butter in a pastry. Like,
I want to put it in my mouth.
It's life-changing.
And be happy. But I also want to try like an opera cake. I've never tried an opera cake. But I figure like I should try a well-made opera cake first, like a bakery style opera cake first, so that I can understand what it's supposed to taste like. Before I attempt other variations of it.
What is an opera cake? Oh, I'm thirsty. It's almost like I didn't drink any of the water that was here this entire time. That's not smart. Well, I suppose we should wrap this thing up. We've been on for just over 2 hours.
Yeah. It's a good idea. Also, I need to find a bag for all this yarn.
Yes. Gotta put it somewhere safe, but not too safe.
Not too safe. I figure a project bag's good, because if it's a project bag on the floor behind me, I'll go look at it and go, why? Why did I do that to myself? Then I'll open up the project bag and I'll be like, oh, right. And I'll remember what it is that I'm doing.
Yep.
That's why I did that to myself. But chat, that was it. That's WIP Sprints for March. Done and in the books. Thanks for helping me pick yarn. And enabling me to get another new cast on. It's totally fine. I'm absolutely probably over 20 whips again. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I need to finish some things.
Work on. All right. In which case, until the next time we do some bonus content or an episode goes up, I'm going to say I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget to craft.